Okay, y'all, so I'm getting ready to shut down for the day, and I was over there on Threads, and I came across this post from the Midas Touch that says Letitia James has been indicted. Here's the post from the Midas Touch. It says, New York Attorney General Letitia James has been indicted by a federal grand jury in a case brought by Trump's former personal lawyer turned prosecutor, Lindsay Halligan, following Donald Trump's demands. So I further scrolled and I didn't see any other posts. You would think this would be a quickly fast moving trending topic. I don't see anything else on my page over there on Threads that's talking about Letitia James being indicted. So I went over to the Google machine, and the Google says, based on reports from Thursday, October 9th, 2025, New York Attorney General Letitia James was indicted in federal court by a grand jury convened by President Donald Trump's Justice Department. The charges are believed to be related to mortgage fraud. Are believed to be? If she was indicted, we don't know what the charges are for sure. It goes on to say that key details from news coverage include Trump appointees sought the indictment. U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Lindsay Halligan, who was appointed by President Trump, presented evidence to the grand jury seeking the indictment. Then it goes on to say contradictory reports. Conflicting reports from different news outlets emerged earlier. ABC News reported that it was unclear if the grand jury had approved the indictment. In contrast, CNN is reporting that Letitia James was indicted, but it was cited by two anonymous sources. Potential political motivation. The indictment follows repeated public pressure from President Trump and his allies to target James, who successfully led a civil fraud case against the former president. James's attorney has called the federal investigation political retribution. So there's conflicting reports. CNN is saying that she has been indicted, whereas ABC News is saying that it is unclear that a grand jury has approved the indictment. And CNN saying that Letitia James has been indicted is based on two anonymous sources. But to say that she was indicted today, October 9th, but they don't know basically what the charges are. The charges are believed to be related to mortgage fraud. And it's because they're believed to be related to mortgage fraud is because of what Donald Trump and Lindsay Halligan and his goons were investigating her for. She was being investigated for mortgage fraud. So it's believed that she was indicted for mortgage fraud. Child, I guess I'll be watching the interwebs this evening to see if anything substantial comes out of this confirming that Letitia James has been indicted. But yeah, this is the latest. We know it won't stick. We know it won't stick. And the person who they were trying to get, the attorney Yusa lady, yeah, she said there was nothing there for her to have a case to stick to indict Letitia James. Remember we talked about it a couple of days ago? So yeah, this is the latest. We'll see what develops.
Just then.
Kristen, I understand we have some legal breaking news.
Yeah, we have just learned that New York Attorney General Letitia James, who obviously brought the charges and won against President Donald Trump, has just been indicted by the Department of Justice. This was a case that President Trump wanted to be brought. It's a mortgage fraud case, and it's also what led to the leaving of the U.S. Attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia. Eric Siebert would not bring these charges. We heard he had reservations about bringing these charges, and instead he left that position, and President Trump handpicked Lindsay Halligan to serve as the U.S. Attorney in that district.